100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like...
Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
This one caught by Isabella. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Check pass, check pass. Mike 50, Mike 50. 19. All day, every day, any day.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it they're picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and your win column will result.
So first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Push him back.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Arizona.
Ready. 49 to mark. 49. Please. I'm coming for you.
On first down, it's Johnson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Begin.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Now it's Peterson. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense. Our time. This our
One clear. Let's go.
Yeah, Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, 0.
58, the money. In your face.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, 58 is the money. Well, 58 is the money.
Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10 to Thompson on the screen. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year he was at Tech. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. First down, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing again. Flushed out right. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Penny, a first down carry. Finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up near the 42. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said,
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Army, 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 Army.
Here's Murray from midfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Target.
Throwing now is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Corey Peters picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Check my 45. The ball. 45. Echo.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
The Cardinals take over. We got this. At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working. And now here's another interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
10 yards and a Seattle first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Carson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
950. Oh, you got deep?
At the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson to the right side, and he's got more complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Murray fighting, lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run again with Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On second down now, it's Carson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Finding room at the 30. He's got it complete to Thompson. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from Seahawk territory now, it's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Murray. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Murray now. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jared Reed. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they will take a knee here.
Wilson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Bringing up third and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.